Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid.
For one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But, Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
Salve aí, galera. Quem chegar, deixa um salve aí, pra mandar um salve aí, pra saber que você tá assistindo. Começando aqui Red Dead Redemption 1, Xenia Canary,
Usando
aí um projeto de tradução do jogo.
It is the opportunity we
Todas as informações aí para você conseguir rodar Red Dead Redemption 1 estão no meu Discord. Só acessar aí os canais, os vídeos dos canais que você vai descobrir mais informações.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Deixei o link do Discord aí nos comentários. Quem estiver assistindo aí, quiser acessar o meu Discord, lá você vai conseguir achar informações sobre Madame Nazar, desafios, diários, eventos de modo livre do Red Dead Redemption 2.
Mr. Marston, over here! You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front. All righty, Mr. Marston, let's get.
I'd steer clear of Pleasant's house if I was fantastic.
Come on! Easy on the spurs now. We don't need to draw undue attention. Oh, no. So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. All kinds of soldiers around back then.
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is.
Red Dead Redemption 1 rodando aqui no computador Xeon,
Well, like I said,
16 GB de RAM, usando uma GTX 1660 Super, Xenia Canary, usando tradução aí do projeto de tradução que está no meu Discord. Você vai conseguir achar todas as informações no meu Discord. Coloquei o link na descrição do vídeo. Acesse lá o Discord, inclusive informações sobre o Red Dead Redemption 2, como a localização da Madame Nazar diariamente, todos os desafios diários e todas as informações que você busca em torno de Red Dead Redemption 2 estão disponíveis no Discord.
I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some
Quem chegar, dá um salve aí pra saber que você tá assistindo.
armadillo.
5 pessoas online aí, mas o pessoal tá meio acanhado, não deixa um salve.
Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hold up with. Ain't we all? Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you're better off not knowing.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Whoa there.
Yeah.
Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill.
Whoa! Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Come on. Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
I was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. You see my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna...
Salve galera, quem chegar aí, não esquece de deixar um like, deixa um comentário sabendo que você está aí presente, deixei o link do Discord, no Discord se você vai encontrar informações como conseguir rodar em Red Dead Redemption 1 no seu PC com legenda.
Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter.
No Discord também contém informações sobre a Madame Nazar diariamente, lá é postado automaticamente a localização dela, todos os desafios diários, todos os eventos de modo livre. Além ainda você pode ainda usar chat GPT e usar o chat também para gerar imagens. Entre no Discord aí e descubra. Rodando aqui Red Dead Redemption 1 num PC, computador aqui montado chinês, um Xeon, usando uma GTX 1660 Super, 16 GB de memória, usando Xenia Canary. No Discord tem um link aí onde você vai conseguir baixar o jogo. Tem todas as explicações lá. Acesse aí, tá, o link tá na descrição do canal. Tá aqui também aí no chat. Deixa um salve aí pra saber que você tá aí assistindo comigo.
Mr. Marston.
Começando hoje aqui o jogo. Vamos jogar todo dia um pouquinho dele aí.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle. There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarlane.
Okay, let's see if you can still ride a horse. Come on, time for you to see what a real ranch looks like.
A senhorita Bonnie aí você consegue encontrar ela no Red Dead Redemption 2, no modo online. Estamos aqui no rancho McFarlane's, muito conhecido de quem joga Red Dead Redemption 2.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
Não esquece de deixar um like aí, não esquece de entrar no Discord. Chama pra jogar junto aí Red Dead Redemption 2.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better. I don't have time to be waiting around.
Let's go. Let's go. Easy.
A estação de trem aqui não tá tão igual como fizeram aqui em Red Dead Redemption 2. Tem umas coisas diferentes, né? Lembrando que Red Dead Redemption 1 se passa antes da história, quer dizer, aliás, depois da história do Red Dead Redemption 2.
And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarlane.
only chance you're gonna get to rest. How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house, and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing.
Salve aí.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at
Se
around
você quer
this
conhecer
time.
pouco mais de Red Dead Redemption 1, saber como instalar no seu PC, entra aí no Discord, o link tá no chat. É só clicar aí, acessar, lá vai ter um canal falando do emulador Xenia Canary e também do RPSC. O Red Dead Redemption 1 funciona bem melhor no Xenia Canary. Agora o controle deixou de funcionar.
Come on, boy. Let's go. Keep your eyes open and try not to get
Esse jogo aqui no emulador de PlayStation 3 ele não funciona tão bem aqui como funciona no Xenia Canary, que é o emulador de Xbox. Caso queira baixar o jogo, tem aí o link no Discord do canal, o link tá no chat, é só clicar no link aí que você vai acessar o Discord e vai ver as informações lá disponíveis para você baixar este jogo aqui. Existe um projeto criado por fãs aí para traduzir o jogo, legendar. Também tem o link na descrição lá dentro do Discord, você vai conhecer esse projeto. Eles disponibilizam lá a legenda do jogo para você estar instalando. É tudo simples de instalar, você baixa o jogo aí no link que está disponível, instala no seu PC. Meu PC aqui é um PC simples, não é um PC tão bom assim, é um Xeon.
Get your rifle out. It's about time these little thieves met their maker. Good shot. Better at shooting rabbits and outlaws, I see. That's it. Kill those little vermin. Much obliged for the help. Them rabbits can be wily little critters. Mount back.
Voltando aqui a falar aqui do PC, o PC meu é um Xeon com 16 GB de RAM. Uso uma placa GTX 1660 Super. Então tá rodando aqui o Xenia Canary, tá rodando o jogo, tô conseguindo fazer transmissão. Então assim, não precisa ser um super PC para você conseguir rodar Red Dead Redemption.
Let's get going. We've still got plenty of ground to cover. If it's not the rustler stealing our cattle, it's the rabbit stealing our crop.
Estamos aqui no Rancho McFarlane. Quem joga aí o Red Dead Redemption 2, nunca jogou o Red Dead Redemption 1, vai lembrar desse local. A senhorita McFarlane aqui, você consegue encontrar ela no modo online de Red Dead Redemption 2 também.
That's it! Damn coyote!
Yeah!
Giddy up! Hurry! I bet they're going straight to the chicken.
Eita, controle sem vergonha. Pra lá, porcaria. Jogando aqui no controle de PlayStation 3. Aliás, PlayStation 4. Quando você conectar o Xenia Canary no seu computador, você não precisa usar o DS4 lá para fazer funcionar o controle de PlayStation. Basta você conectar ele aí com cabo USB de boa qualidade. A gente vai reconhecer seu controle sozinho. Você não vai precisar conectar aí o DS4 para conectar o controle de PlayStation 4. Na Xbox a mesma coisa, só conectar o controle que vai funcionar aí.
You know, you
Bem
can
fácil.
actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to
A gente
help.
vê aqui as missões aqui de salvar aqui o galinheiro dela. A gente vê que Red Dead Redemption 2 foi muito caprichado, mas poderia ter muito mais missões aí, principalmente no modo online. Talvez aí a Rockstar tenha ficado com preguiça aí de um jogo tão bom como é o Red Dead Redemption
Thank you
2.
for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
There's a change of season in the air. I feel it in my patient's bones.
Vocês viram aí que aqui o Billy Wilson não é um sem vergonha, né? Já tá traindo aqui, ó, o John.
Hello. Greetings, sir. I ain't done nothing wrong by you. Get the hell away from here, everybody!
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I'll bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see. All right, I'll show you how we ride round these parts.
You reckon? I'm thinking this worthwhile better.
Yeah!
Go!
Something big hanging.
Whoa there! On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this!
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland.
Ô louco! Cavalo pilantra.
Let's go!
cavalo burro.
On the
Ah, não desde o começo não.
3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this!
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland.
How do you do, sir? Come on, boy!
Neck and neck, Miss McFarland!
Isn't this jolly?
Come on.
You'll have to do better than that!
Slow up. Yeah. Come on.
Kia! I thought you said you could ride!
You still think you're gonna win this, don't you?
How's it feel getting beaten by a lady? This is gonna be close!
Come on. Try to stay with me now.
You're not as bad as I thought you'd be! I have got you now!
Jingle those spurs, Miss McFarland. Come on. How you doing back there?
Yeah!
Would you like me to slow down? Go. I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland.
Vai cansar agora o cavalo.
Should I wait for you to catch up? Let's go. Are you saving the best for last?
Come on, boy!
That's more like it. Let's go, Miss McFarland. Slow down.
Whoa!
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston. Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman.
Hop on up, Mr. Marston. Let's just go. I don't want to keep Paul waiting. You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. The kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
That's what I'm trying to do, miss. I don't. We talked about coming down here many times, but never made it.
Who's we?
Me and the folks I used to work with. Yeah, New Austin. The last real outlaw country, where the old ways still hold true. You do a man wrong, he'll shoot you for it. You do a man right, well, he still may shoot you for it. But at least you have an idea of what's right and what's wrong here.
Dear, oh dear, Mr. Marston.
Cara doidão, meteu bala.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Bom, vou interromper a live por aqui. Amanhã eu volto aí, ou hoje à tarde. Volto, retorno com mais um pouco da live Advert Dead Redemption. Vamos ver aí se a gente consegue terminar esse jogo todo em live. Espero que vocês acompanhem. Com Deus, até o próximo vídeo.